Hi, welcome back. This video is about the hugest breakthrough that I've had in learning to play the harp. The hugest. It's fantastic for beginners, really important for beginners, really important for advanced players, and I call it coupling. I've never seen it taught anywhere else, but I use it with my students, and they learn tunes amazingly quickly, and I use it myself now, and it's shortened the learning curve for me, like from a month for a tune to like more 4 or 5 days. It's just amazing. So keep an open mind. I'm going to make this so it's easy for beginners or advanced people to follow, and then you can use it on whatever tune you want to afterwards, any level, if you learned the basic concept here. So here's how we're commonly taught to learn a passage and perfect it. Then go back and repeat it. And go back and repeat it. Because, as we've been told, practice makes perfect. But the problem is that practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. So if you do this and come back to the beginning of it, your brain is starting to practice and make permanent that muscle memory to go from here back to here. But in reality, the tune doesn't go there. It goes here. So you want your brain to just automatically, your muscle memory to automatically take you to the next place. Because when you've got 2 train cars and you perfect one, you make it really nice, you paint it and fix it all up. And you pick this one and you clean it all up and make it perfect. If you don't have a coupling between them, then even if this one is perfect, is the perfect passage and you start to play it, oosh, this one doesn't come along. So there's a hesitation between the 2 segments. So what you want is a coupling, and that's what we're going to do. So coupling is a silent thing that you do. So you could call it a silent coupling. And so what it is to place on the next place you're going to go. So, and then you're going to place on that bow-legged man. And to learn the hand shapes, that'll be a different video, but most of you already know it, the bow-legged man. So you placed there silently. That's the key. Don't play it. Then take a break. Now do your passage again. And do your silent coupling. So let's do a coupling. I've made this a very easy arrangement so that even novice players can learn coupling. But that's okay. Advanced people can learn coupling from this simplicity too. Then you can apply it to any tune. So let's do the very simplest coupling, which is to place on this 4th interval of a 4th, G and C. And then to just go and place on the 3-note run that you're going to play. It's a C, D, and E, although you're going to play it down. So you just placed on it silent coupling. Now, take a break, come back, and place on that silent coupling. So do that several times, and even a beginner will start to just, you'll be playing, you might even be thinking about something else, and your hand will already go there. So once you get that, you can add one little aspect too, which is to place and put pressure on the thumb as you place, which lets your hand and your mind know that you're going to go down when you play that. So let's do that. So place on your silent coupling and feel the pressure on the thumb. Once that gets to be automatic, now you're going to do this and play it to there. That could be the next coupling. Just replacing your thumb. Especially if you're a beginner. Place. That could be your coupling right there. So your third finger's still on the C, your thumb is on the E. What's that? Once that gets easy, you can do, no, all the fingers are off except for the thumb. That could be your coupling. Now, advanced players may not need to break it down that much, that's fine, but I'm showing you the concept of coupling. So back to the Amazing Grace, the easy one. So maybe you're already to here, and you're placing on that bow-legged man. And you're placing on that bow-legged man. So now that you've got that, so that it happens automatically, the whole sequence, and this is the end of it, silent coupling. Now, you can go to the next part, and your coupling would be on that fourth again, because that's where you're going. So you always want to place on the next thing that you're going to. This will make learning a tune so much easier and playing the tune, because I mean, you can be thinking about a grocery list and playing because your mind, your brain has just programmed in the movement. So it's almost like when you drive someplace you've driven a lot, then sometimes you're thinking about something else and you just find yourself at the grocery store that you've been to a lot. So now keep going. And you've gotten used to this. You notice I just floated down to it? My hand became the form of that fourth and floated down to it. The reason is you don't want to damp it too soon. You want to float down to it. That's also a coupling, is that movement. So it's the thing that's going to take you to the next place. Then I'm placing on it. Then I'm going to do something I've done before, so it's pretty easy. Now you're going to do a skinny man waving, and it's a silent coupling. So it's D, E, and G. That's my silent coupling, because later it's going to sound like... Okay, so I've got... silent coupling, is that skinny man waving with the D at the bottom. I always think of the note on the bottom because that's usually what I'm looking at when I play. Now, since you play the harp with two hands, it's important to do your coupling. Let's do it with both hands on this simple Amazing Grace. So I'm going, okay, I have a C158 here, and I have a fourth here, G and C. So I'm going to get those all ready and play. I've already got this easy. Now I've got my bow-legged man poised, and I'm bringing this back to a 1-6-8. That's my silent coupling. So that's my silent coupling. Now I could just do the left hand coupling first. So I get used to reforming my hand from a C158 to a C168, where you bring your index finger up one string. So now I'm going to do, and it's easy because I've done it over and over. So that's the concept and how it works. So when you learn the harp, if you perfect a passage, you're playing it over and over and over and over. That becomes what you've practiced and learned, is the motion of going back to the beginning of that section and doing it over and over and over. Which then, when you do that, it's like, oh, what's next? But if you've got two passages, and the first one you practice, you always practice it and play it, and then place a coupling. Do it and place a coupling. Do it and place a coupling. Then, when it's time to learn this, you've already got the beginning of that. And when you play the tune, this just comes along. Just comes along easily. So that you'll find yourself playing a tune, looking out the window, or looking at the harp and not thinking and not stressing at all. One concept is that it has to be silent when you place it. That makes a coupling, the silent coupling. Next concept is it can be very small, even for an advanced player. If you find a section of a tune where it's just a little stressful, just do the coupling on a very small area, just a few times. So let's say I'm doing Waltzing Matilda. Whoops, I messed up there. So my coupling would be and placing. I'm doing that triad, and then I'm placing before I play the bottom of the triad. So remember, what we've learned through all of our harp training is when you have a place that's difficult, isolate it and play it over and over and over, preferably 10 times, until it becomes easy. But now you're going to play it and add the coupling at the end. Then stop and play it again and add the coupling at the end. And when you do this, you will be amazed at how much faster you learn tunes. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Okay, happy harping.